and welcome to For Better or Worse, a movie and TV podcast. The podcast where a married couple reviews movies and TV. Please, I gotta get it better. Please follow us on all of the social media outlets.
Every one of them.
Instagram, TikTok, we're all there.
MySpace.
Subscribe to us on YouTube at FBOW Podcast to show your support. Looking to hit that 100 subscribers.
Billion.
So. 100 billion.
More than the people that exist.
Yeah. So also in the future, also in the past, everybody.
Yeah. All the people that have ever existed, subscribe right now.
Yeah. Just click that bell.
From the afterlife.
Okay. I'm Toby.
I'm Gino.
And today we are going to be talking about Wednesday on Netflix.
Even though today is Monday.
And will be released on Wednesday.
Okay.
Actually, Gino, over break, we started Wednesday, and one of the things Gino kept asking me was like, what day should we start Wednesday?
You're
and I was
what?
I don't know, whatever day we're free. He's like,
but what day?
Took me a long time to figure out. He was just making a hilarious joke.
Yes. Okay, let's do non-spoils real quick.
Yes.
So I didn't really want to watch this. You didn't really want to watch it either.
No.
But literally everybody at work was like, you have to watch it. It's like young people, old people. I guess the old people remember the Addams Family. So they're like, they liked it. And then like all of the internet, like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, I'm assuming TikTok, was just like Jenna Ortega in a black dress dancing for the last month. That's all I've seen. So I was like, all right, I guess we'll watch it. So I liked it, but it's real dumb.
In a good way.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like it's dumb on purpose.
I guess we can have differing opinions.
Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as, like, most of Tim Burton's recent stuff. So, like, it's not nearly as bad as, like, Alice in Wonderland or, like, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Those are all really bad.
Also, easy on the recent. That was, like, college.
But, like, what else has he done since then?
He's done things. Do I have to go do research?
So, like, they're not that bad. But, so it's definitely good. It's definitely, like, watch it. If you have Netflix already, it's, like, every 5 months they come out with something where it's like, all right, fine. Just like watch it.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega's great. Fred Armisen's great. Christina Ricci, who plays a teacher in this, is like really great.
Relax. Why are you spoiling?
Christina Ricci being in it is not a spoiler.
She
doesn't play Wednesday. That's who she played in like the Addams Family movies.
Yes.
Did Tim Burton do those movies?
The original Addams Family? So he just did Dumbo. So before this, Dumbo was
I've heard it was really bad.
Yeah, I did not hear it was good. He redid Frankenweenie. So, I'm sorry, now this is a little bit about Tim Burton, but like the original Frankenweenie, I like grew up on. It's black and white. I don't even think there's sound. And like they use a real dog, and like this real dog gets like hit by a car and like brought back to life. And it is honestly, like, I don't think anybody else besides me has seen the original one.
No, I didn't even know there was an original
one. That's
I thought
right.
the stop motion one was the only one.
Right, no, it's with real people and things. So, like, the fact that he redid Frankenweenie, I never saw it, but it was, like, close to my heart. He also redid Dark Shadows, which is, I watched the original Dark Shadows, like, with my parents, black and white. My dad has talked to you about the fact that I watch Dark Shadows, like vampires and stuff. So it really should be a mystery to people that I love horror. But I heard Dark Shadows wasn't good. And then, yeah, Allison, and that was Dark Shadows.
But did he do the original Addams Family? No, right?
Sweeney Todd.
Because he was like a thing back then.
Charlie, Big Fish. I think Big Fish was like his
Go to like
last good
Batman.
movie. Sleepy Hollow. Oh,
Just
Sleepy
keep
Hollow is a
going.
good movie. Mars Attacks, good movie.
Stop. No one cares. I just want to know if he did.
Gino, we're in
Addams
89.
Family.
Beetlejuice. He did Beetlejuice.
Yes, he did Beetlejuice, he did Batman. So he didn't do the original Addams Families.
No.
Okay, fine.
Wow. I have to say, though, of those, right?
Beetlejuice, Batman.
Beetlejuice, great movie. Edward Scissorhands, great.
Yep.
Did you like his Batmans?
I've never seen the original Batman movies.
Oh, so then you don't know if it's good or not.
But I know other people like them, but don't tell anybody.
Okay. Mars Attacks, great movie.
I've never watched the original Batman movies.
Great. I guess that's a to-do list. Sleepy Hollow, great movie. Okay. So I don't know what happened to Tim Burton, but like in the 90s,
bad.
No, great.
Oh, great. But then early 2000s bad.
Sleepy Hollow, Mars Attacks, great movie. Batman, Edward Scissorhands.
Great. All great. But
Beetlejuice, 88.
And then he was involved. He was a producer for it's called Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, even though he didn't direct it.
I don't even see
so he's involved with that.
Here.
I know because he didn't direct it.
But like
he's
Charlie
involved
Chocolate
in that.
Factory is weird. Sweeney Todd, I liked.
Alice in Wonderland sucks.
Alice in Wonderland, weird. And then Dark Shadows and like up from there.
Yeah, so like this is return to form. It's good.
I think so.
And he directed a bunch of the episodes. I think he's the showrunner. He directed a bunch of the episodes. So anyway, thumbs up for me. Toby, what were your non-spoiler thoughts? Oh, for better. For better, but it's dumb.
Okay, non-spoiler. I disagree with the dumb part. I agree with the for better. I, again, did not care about Addams Family. Like, haven't really seen the movies exactly. Like, new characters, but like didn't care enough when I was a kid. So I was like, I don't care about Wednesday. I don't know what the story's going to be about. I really don't care. And it's a mystery. I love horror mystery. Sucked me in right away.
We both forgot that like Addams Family deals with supernatural stuff.
Didn't know. I don't even think forgot. Like didn't know. Like,
right, and like
the universe
obviously
is weird.
they do because there's a hand. They have a hand.
And like Lurch, I guess, is like
a weird Frankenstein thing.
Like a Frankenstein?
Like a monster.
Right. Like the fact that there are, I don't know, supernatural beings in this universe.
I always thought the joke was that everyone else was normal and that there were the weird ones, and maybe we should go back and watch.
And right, to like see if that's the case.
In this one, spoiler alert, I guess. So like, anyway, non-spoilers. You like?
Oh my gosh, for better. I've been telling. Only have one other friend, I think, that I was like, you should watch.
Everyone adult I know watch this.
Well, I don't know if like my friends' watch, but like
definitely like not for kids. It's like very violent and bloody. So like not for like the youngins.
Yeah, I would say like high school.
PG-13, but there's blood, so it's like a little. Most PG-13 doesn't show a lot of blood, so it's like. There's not a lot of cursing. There's obviously like not a lot of sexual stuff, but it's definitely bloody.
I would say like watch with your children also because like conversations come up and I think it's a good show.
Like what's it like to be a werewolf?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it.
All right, spoilers from now on. So yeah, I always thought the joke for the Addams Family was they were the only ones that were supernatural and weird and then everyone else was normal.
Right.
But in this one, she goes to a school for weird people.
Which is like, why wouldn't she just go there?
Also, she's not. So, like, it's a supernatural school, right? Oh, I guess she is because she's psychic.
She has psychic vision.
But what's Gomez? Gomez Adams. He's just a regular guy, isn't he?
On a lineage of witches.
But is he a witch?
Who knows? What does it matter? He's rich.
Did you like the Gomez they got for this? The guy from Waiting and all the other... He's in, like, every movie, but I mean, like,
I enjoy him as a person.
Can you pull up his name?
I prefer a hot, like, handsome...
Allegedly, the original comic book Gomez is, like, short and squat.
Which is fine.
So they got one that looks like he's not like a swarthy, good-looking dude. He's like he's one of the chefs from Waiting. He's one of the cooks.
And he's also in which one?
A bunch of stuff.
No, but the other one people like. Which one is the one where Adam Sandler goes to anger management?
Yeah, he's been in like every movie. Toby can't find his name.
Oh, here he is. Luis Guzman.
Yeah, so he plays Gomez.
And he does great.
Young Gomez is good looking. They got like a regular good looking dude to play young Gomez.
Yeah, and like not for nothing. I mean, the dude's old. Like, I mean, I'm sure when he was younger. I mean, he was born in '56.
Yeah, but he's looked like that in every movie I've ever seen him in. He's looked exactly like that for years, his entire career.
I guess. But the guy's old.
Then they have Morticia played by
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones does a great job. Mm-hmm. Jenna Ortega does a great job. Again, I've also never seen the original.
No, Jenna, what?
I've never seen the original Addams Family movies.
You don't have to whisper. People, you just have to admit it. Say it loud, say it proud.
I want people to know, so I'm whispering it. Okay. I remember seeing like the black and white Addams Family shows on like TV Land and like Nick at Night, I think. Anyway, she's a great, obviously, like you better be great because you're the entire show.
And she put a lot of effort into this role. Like I believe she learned cello. She
way
made
more effort than
the
show deserved because it's like not that big of a deal.
Right, but one of the things you should have put in your notes that I think is so annoying and it just makes me mad because like who cares is that you were pissed that she was a Mary Sue and she was good at everything.
Please, let me start. Yeah, is that like the thing is because like Mary Sue? So like for those who don't know, because I've said it a lot on the podcast and I looked up where it came from. So Mary Sue comes from like Star Trek conventions where like one of the things that would happen in like early Star Trek conventions is people would write fan fiction.
Let me pause. The woman is good at things.
So like a lot of the female Star Trek fan fictions apparently were just like you'd have the original crew of like Captain Kirk and Spock and then there'd be a new person. So someone made like a parody fan fiction where the main character was called Mary Sue and she was like good at everything.
Oh.
Because that would be like the general. So she was making fun of other Star Trek fans because they would always make it so that they were self-inserting into Star Trek and they were always good at everything, and they would kiss all the Spocks and kiss all the Kirks. So then Mary Sue was like a parody of that. So that's where Mary Sue comes from.
Fan fiction is so weird.
Yeah.
Everybody relax.
So this, to me,
it has to be part of her character.
it really comes off. The reason why I think it's kind of dumb, and again, I liked this show. At no point did I not enjoy myself watching it. So I like the show, but boy, does it read like self-insert fan fiction. Like, she comes to this new school. There's a murder mystery. The main character's good at everything. She kisses all the boys. All the boys like her.
Well, I mean, two. Let's just be clear.
All
two.
the boys. No, because the honey guy likes her.
Honey guy likes her roommate.
Every boy that she interacts
Honey
with.
guy likes her roommate.
Oh, I guess. Honey guy does like, and he likes bees.
And he likes bees.
Yeah. So she kisses all the boys.
Two.
No, there's at least 3 boys.
No.
The 2 main boys.
2 boys. And
2.
who
She
else?
kisses 2 of the boys.
Yeah.
Kirk and Spock. She kisses all the boys. And I think it's intentional because she also is a writer who is writing like obviously self-insert novels. Like, her novels are about a girl who's good at everything. So like Wednesday is an author writing self-insert fiction. So I think it's the part of the joke.
Yeah, but I also think Wednesday Addams is good at a lot of things.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Original
so I
character.
think that's why like that's part of it. Like, it's not like it was intentional.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think
they know
so.
it's someone, people are going to call it out for being self-insert fanfic.
But like who?
So she me.
Right, like Gino's.
Tim Burton,
I don't care.
Me is going to call her out.
Exactly.
So like, she also writes that where she, whatever.
well, she's right in her.
She writes her
she's a
detective novels where she solves all the crimes. She kisses all the boys. I guess she doesn't kiss all the boys.
No,
Because
she doesn't like she doesn't like relationships with
I
like
know.
anybody.
Ugh, I don't even like relationships.
I'm not like other girls.
But I still kiss all the boys. I get all the boys.
She kissed
So
two
yes,
boys.
it does definitely come off. Like, if you think like the what's her face from Star Wars is a Mary Sue,
I don't.
which I don't agree either. This is like straight up like Wednesday's just good at everything except for like
Making
being
friends.
nice and making friends.
Right.
But even still, even though she's like outwardly mean to everybody, for some reason they still all want to be friends with her and they still want to date her.
Honestly, that was
Despite
something
the fact
that was something that confused me. Is that the normie guy, which I mean, I guess we know why, like wanted to go on a date with her so much. I was like, what do you guys even talk about?
also normie is not a word that anyone says in real life. It's just a thing people say who are like on the internet. So it's weird that they kept saying it in this.
Right, but I guess like normie versus whatever they were. What were they called?
Knighton, it's Edgar Allan Poe School. What's it called? Raven. Nevermore. It's called Nevermore.
Were they called Nevermores?
Nevermorians. No, like
No, but like, what did they call? No, they had like a name.
I don't know. Interesting people.
God, we literally watched it last week.
So good.
No, they had a name.
So
I
like
don't
all
remember.
of that kind of stuff comes off as dumb. So like you got to just turn your brain off a little bit.
Yeah, for a 30-year-old watching.
Shut up.
For like high school kids, it's fine.
Let me just criticize. So just like if you turn your brain off a little bit, it is fun. It's a fun show. I never got bored. I did enjoy it. The mystery aspect of it's great. And like every time Jenna Ortega is on screen, it's just fun to watch her be Wednesday.
It's very fun.
And
It's
her
like,
roommate's great. I like her roommate.
yeah.
They put her obviously script writing 101. Okay, we have this really like macabre, standoffish character who hates everything and loves black. Who do we put her with?
A rainbow.
The rainbow. You put her with a rainbow and like the craziest blonde,
She was
fun loving.
I loved her. Let me get
the
her
internet
name.
fell in love with Jenna Ortega and her roommate in this. Like that's all I see.
Oh,
on the internet.
IMDb reset. Like honestly, she was so
I want to say
lovely.
the first name's Emma, but is that the character I'm thinking of or the actress?
I think you're close. Her name is Emma Myers.
I
Good
was
job.
correct. Yes, and I think she is American. And Jenna Ortega is also American.
Good. As opposed to
Because like everything we watch is everyone's British. They're always British.
I know we just
So it's always nice when it's an American actor. I'm like,
watch-
yay.
We're gonna review a show. We'll tell you at the end of it next week, and like all these people are British. And I'm like, what?
And a couple of times you can hear their British accents comes out.
What? Yeah, no, we're not gonna talk
we
about
won't
it.
talk
No,
about it now.
find out. Watch till the end to
Watch
find
till
out
the end,
what we're
we'll
doing
tell
next
you.
week.
Yes. We'll tell you at the last
All right, relax.
segment what Us is watching.
Okay, great.
Okay.
But I know because one of my notes was about her roommate and just like the fact that you have this girl, and this is why I think it's really important for like parents to watch with kids. Like you can talk about like, hey, are you like which person are I don't know. Am I being ridiculous? Like
Yes, if you interrupt our show to ask our kid what do you think you are? I'm like, shut up and watch the show.
Are you a Wednesday or an Enid? Or are you the honey guy? Like,
please, first of all, if it's our kid, they're going to tell us what they think. If we're watching a show together, they're going to tell us what they think anyway.
Not of what they think, but like to get to know you. Like, I don't know. I feel like conversations like really hard with kids and like not even just kids, like middle schoolers, high schoolers, like parents have trouble. So like watching this together is just a great way to find out. Like, do you have any friends that are like Enid? Like, do you like Enid's hair? Do you think it's cool? So one of my things was,
do you like the bee kid? Do you like bees?
Right. Are you an entomologist?
The bee kid, you find out he can control bees in the end, right? Because remember, we're confused all the time. Like, why is he here?
Yeah, he controls bees. Which is pretty exciting, actually.
It's a good power. I mean, he saves the day. He does save the day. He saves Jenna Ortega Wednesday. So
one of the things that I really liked about Enid's character was that she was a werewolf and like the mom was very oppressive. Like, have you wolfed out yet? Like, we're going to send you to wolf conversion camps.
Yeah, it was like throwing in LGBTQ stuff, but it's werewolves.
Right. So I liked that.
But also not turning is the weird thing, but then she turns anyway.
Right, because she was doing it in her own time. She was like waiting to just like be herself. And my biggest issue with that was that the mom was being super annoying about it. And then eventually this child has to stand up to her mother and say like, leave me alone. And then the dad goes to Enid and is like, good job, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, say something.
But then she just turns anyway. So like it's not
but my point is like, why are you forcing your teenage daughter to stand up to mom when you could be like, hey, sweetheart, relax. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I plan on just letting you just like do whatever you want to our kids and be extra mean. I'm just going to stand there and say nothing.
First of all,
because I'm a supportive husband, but not a supportive father.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, not a supportive father.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here?
What you should do for a healthy relationship and as parents is like pull one over and be like, psst, you're being real mean to our werewolf kid. Let them just be a werewolf whenever they want. Like,
right?
They don't have to be.
Or like talk to Enid and be like, hey, Enid, whenever you talk to mom, it seems like what she's saying really gets on your nerves. Am I reading that right? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then you can talk to mom about it. Like, I'm sorry. We're big on communication. Our son is going to have...
Are we? As we stick microphones in front of our face?
We're
big on talking and communicating?
Oh, God. Our son is going to be so annoyed at us.
He's got, a month and a half before he's born?
Yeah. Has to hear our voices.
Oh, my God.
I guess he hears my voice all the time.
He hears your voice all the time. He's like, oh, my God. He's like getting he's like picking up pieces of the placenta stuff in his ear.
Oh, my God. He's like, I want to be from a different part of the country. Yeah. Well, I got to be from Long Island,
Long Island. Why does my mom sound like this?
Ma.
Okay, so let me just say one more thing. A negative, and then Toby, you can have the rest of the episode. I won't even say.
What are you talking about?
I'm not even going to say anything.
Yeah, but you got nice things in there.
I said all the nice things.
We didn't really talk about Fred Armisen.
Fred Armisen's great. I had to look up that Uncle Fester has electric powers. It was like a joke in the original show that he could like put a light bulb in his mouth and it lit up. Yeah. Probably like the one special effect they could figure out back then. And like, actually, let's do it over and over. Well, so he has electric powers and he can like.
And the original Uncle Fester was Doctor from.
Oh, not the original Uncle Fester is like some guy from the 50s.
No, but like in the movies, it's Christopher Lloyd,
the 80s
right?
movies is Christopher Lloyd.
Love Christopher Lloyd.
I'm talking when I say the original Uncle Fester, I mean like the one from the show.
Right, like you don't mean the original.
I do mean the original. I guess the original from a comic, but when I said the original Uncle Fester, I mean from the show, because he's like a weird fat.
Right.
One of the
not Christopher Lloyd.
If he's not one of the Three Stooges, he looks like one of the Three Stooges.
I mean, they probably relatives.
Probably the Three Stooges. Mm-hmm. All three of them play Uncle Fester. So yes, he's good. I like him in this. But the bad thing I wanted to say is the CGI really looks terrible. The main villain monster is what is it? What is
Hyde.
He?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
He just looks like a big goofy baby. Like they just make him like when he transforms, his eyes just get really big,
and the rest of his face gets small,
and so he just looks like a weird goofy baby with claws.
Scary.
And then, like, I didn't like the way the werewolf looked when Emma finally turns into a werewolf. She looked pretty bad, and like when we talk about CGI, and we're always like, do what Jurassic Park does and make it at night.
Yes.
And that's why everyone's like, oh, the reason why you have a pine cone.
I know. I told
pine-
you it hurt me
still
before.
from Christmas. Everyone's always like, oh, the reason why CGI looks so good in Jurassic Park, even though it's the 90s, because they put it at night. I'm going to now say that no, that is not the only reason why the CGI looks so good. The CGI looks good in Jurassic Park because they did a good job, because this is at night and it still looks bad. So you can have CGI at night and it still look bad. So CGI is bad. There's not a lot of CGI.
No, there isn't.
Just put him in a suit. Just put a guy in a suit.
Yeah, but for a werewolf, it has to be like huge.
No, Marvel, who did Werewolf by Night, and Marvel, who is known for their bad CGI, put a guy in a suit. They just put a guy in it's got to be cheaper.
This is for the people that care.
I care.
He cares.
Yes, because this whole show has like no CGI as far as that you can see.
Maybe they were avoiding it because of this.
Just like cut the camera away, do a half shot where he's like, only the face is changed, right? And then cut away again, and then cut back. Do like a CGI shadow, so you show him growing, right, into the monster, and then just put him in a suit with some makeup. Do it. Did you think it was funny, though, that when Emma turns into a werewolf, she still has like the pink, blonde, and then she has the Gen Z middle part?
I thought it was so cute.
She has wolf with the middle part?
Well, of course, because you have to have your like wolfy defining features.
Yeah. And then she turns back, and then that's it. She never turns again. She beats up
she beats him up pretty
main
bad.
guy. So werewolf stronger than Hyde.
Yes, but Hyde I feel like was already injured, but like yes.
Also, Christina Ricci's the bad guy. What a twist! They got Christina Ricci the original Wednesday.
I have to say, it was a pretty good whodunit because like the entire time, me anyway, I was like,
also me.
No, because you thought it was the painter kid that was the bad guy, and I was like,
I just thought everyone was the bad guy. Yeah. Again, I just finished.
Gino
playing.
just had like a blanket thing. Don't say it.
I can't spoil it because it's a video game but no one in our audience watched it. So I just finished playing some video game where you find out that one of the main characters is really the villain the whole time in disguise. So when you're in that mindset, you're just like, it's him, it's them. It's them.
Right. So
it's
like,
that person.
He was like, it's everybody.
Every episode, I was like, it was that person.
And I was like, there's no way. It's too obvious if it's the guy that they sent to jail. I was like, we still have another episode.
You know who the only person I didn't say it was?
The normal guy.
No, Christina Ricci. I did not say it was. Yeah.
And I like knew, so they kind of like hint at it because Christina Ricci does go into the room at one point and she like does sinister-y things.
Well, you snap louder than me, which is crazy because I snap really loud.
I have a good snap.
Yeah.
So I knew there was and obviously like she's in it for a reason, you guys. Like they're not just throwing Wednesday Addams in there.
I was kind of hoping, and this is how I know I've been watching too much Marvel Phase 4, that they were going to do like multiverse thing where it was actually Wednesday from the future disguised as like a teacher who's a normie.
Which just would have been
to like help the current day Wednesday solve this thing. Because they make the joke. They're like, you remind me a lot of me. And she's like, no, I don't. The current Wednesday.
Right.
So they like make that joke at some point in the show. But no, that's not what they did. She's just the villain.
No. And like, so that was, I thought, I did not see it being Christina. Like, I was very set on it being the therapist. And then they immediately kill it. For everybody that was like, you all think it's the therapist, and they immediately kill the therapist. And I was like, damn,
it's still the therapist.
It's still her. She's alive somehow. So like, definitely did not see it coming that it was Christina Ricci. Also thought that what's her face was so good. Gwendolyn Christie. The headmaster.
Yes.
Loved her.
Brianna Tarth.
Yeah, Brianna Tarth. Honestly, Gwendolyn Christie, we apologize. We just called you Brianna Tarth.
She's so tall.
The whole time.
She's what, 6'3"? We looked at 6'4".
6'3". She would have been great in Supernatural, just like right up there with Dean and Sam.
Also, Jenna Ortega's 5'1". She's your height. So seeing them stand, there's one scene where you see them stand next to each other.
Yeah.
And Christina Ricci's here and Jenna Ortega's here.
Which is just so funny.
Yeah.
But she did such a good job. Honestly, everybody did. Okay,
She's just like the mean, but like not a bad guy principal of the school.
Right.
Yeah.
And like has ties to Morticia Addams, which is fun.
And she's like bribing the mayor.
Right. Who now, interestingly.
She died?
Yeah.
So I was kind of hoping she would last for season 2. Yeah,
she didn't need to die. She could have just been paralyzed by some sort of plant toxin. I don't know why they didn't need to
Put
kill
Gwendolyn
her.
Christie in more things, please. That's my request.
Mine too. And where she like feels like a woman. Like we don't need her only playing Brienne of Tarth.
Or like Captain Phasma,
Who's in a
who
suit
never
the
took
whole
her
time.
face. What a letdown. You have Gwendolyn Christie as playing a stormtrooper leader. She dies in the second movie, and she never takes her mask
So
off.
you don't even why.
Good job,
just
Ryan
have a
Johnson.
voice
This is what I'm
actor.
talking about. This is how Ryan Johnson messed it up. So we
Okay.
praised Ryan Johnson last week, and I'm unpraising him for wasting Gwendolyn Christie.
Oh my god, the actor of Thing. Thing
Oh yeah,
was
so is Thing an
great.
actor?
Yeah,
Thing is like the
an
best
actor.
character in the
Of course
movie.
He's a Thing.
But he's just a guy in a suit?
It's just a guy, yeah, whose like hand is like
Yeah, so Thing is great in this. Thing gets stabbed, I guess, by Christina Ricci.
yes. No. Oh yeah, maybe Christina.
Because she's in the
Ricci.
school. And then they have to like save Thing. And that's probably the part where I almost cried.
That's what got
Because
you.
that's what got
Well,
Wednesday.
also Wednesday's crying. you're
Wednesday
right,
the whole
okay.
time is just like, Bueller, like
Yes, very
right?
flat.
Like, very flat, very monotone.
Yeah.
And the only time you hear her have like her voice cracks and like she gets upset is when Thing almost dies.
And honestly, that actor and like the things he does with his hands.
He does a great job. So I was hoping it wasn't CGI. It's not
No,
CGI.
It's not CGI. It's a person just like crawling
I'm
along.
assuming in like a green screen suit, or they just like hid his hand under some stuff.
I'm probably green.
Yeah,
I would say he's like standing there the whole time, like
yeah. So I guess they had to use CGI to get rid of him, and that
Yeah.
all looks great. You never notice that it's like it just looks like a hand, like a real hand.
right. I also appreciate that Thing doesn't have like a bone sticking out of it.
Is that what he usually has?
No, but
Oh.
just a
They added
just
like
a-
stitches to him, so you can tell it's like a Frankenstein hand.
Right. I just wanna point out that thank you for not like
Putting
like
him
a
on.
ham meat.
Thanks a lot, Tim Burton, for not making it worse.
Exact. Thank you, Tim. I mean, like, is that not a Tim Burton thank you? Because he
To, like,
probably
make it
would have.
work, yeah, right?
It's a thing he would have done.
Yeah. They definitely had stripes at some point. You're right. There's not a lot of Tim Burton-y stripes, but there was.
No, but
in the
Adam's family has stripes.
I know, but like Tim Burton always does stripes, like ever since Beetlejuice.
Okay, but like,
So this had like the uniforms are stripes.
yeah, but it's an Adam's family thing. Then they have stripes. Just snapping now.
Yeah.
Just opening.
All
up
right, I'm
doors.
done. That's everything I had to say.
Okay. My turn, I guess. Well, I wanted Gino to read my notes, but not word for word.
Okay, I'm gonna read them word for word. Loved the roommate and the bee kid. We talked about that already. We love the bee kid.
We did. We loved him. I loved that he was like in love with bees and insects and things.
I gotta say, he,
Let me find his name.
despite his nerdiness and love of bees, he put the moves on the roommate. Like he didn't give an F. Like what he looked like, nerdiness. He was putting in the moves, and you got to give a guy credit for that, right? Like
Yeah,
you can be
real
nerdy
confident.
and confident, and like eventually you're gonna find someone.
Right.
So like,
his
good
name
job,
is-
kid.
His name is Musa Mustafa.
Okay,
That's cute. That's a cute name.
good job, Musa Mustafa. You played a good nerdy kid.
He did. He did a really good job. Then he had two moms in there. You gotta get that right. So they figured it out.
We definitely talked about everything that was in your notes already.
No. Okay.
Oh, well, except for the last one, which I wanted to bring up. So before we talk about the end of the season, is there anything else you want to say about the show itself?
I guess we did talk.
It was good. Watch it.
It was.
Good job, Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
The dance scene, considering that it's like the only thing I've been seeing on the internet for the last month, like, it's good.
I hadn't seen it at all, and then
Oh my
Gino
God.
mentioned that we're about to get to the episode, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's just her in that dress. I mean, like, Jenna Ortega looks great in it.
And she wrote the dance. She made up
Yes.
the dance. So my TikTok is covered with like makeup tutorials, which might be why.
I guess mine is like nerd culture stuff.
It must
Well, I don't
be.
go on TikTok, but like my YouTube shorts and like
Right,
Instagram.
nothing. I have not seen this dance. I mean, like I know that parts of it that people have been using are like the swaying, yeah, and there's this,
Yeah, this will be the thumbnail.
da, 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 whatever she
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
They're like doing that, but I didn't know that it was from Wednesday.
It's Jenna Ortega. Oh, you've seen other people do it. See, I've only seen like the actual clips from the show.
Right? No, I saw other
okay.
people on like
Anyway,
things.
it's a thing.
We're not gonna do it.
We just did it.
That's right. We just did it.
For those listening, I guess forgot. For those listening to the audio version,
Oh.
we were just swinging our arms around.
You should really go to YouTube and see what it looked like. I'm
Okay.
sure it's ridiculous.
So we watched this like after it had gotten really popular because we're so good at that, algorithm, optimization.
We really care about
We
what's
really care
new.
about right, exactly. So by the time we watched it, Netflix was already saying on the bottom, like, season 2, like, approved already.
Right.
Like, there's going to be season 2. They pretty much wrapped up most of the stuff in this season.
Right,
so,
but
like,
then
what are they going to do with season 2?
they ended it. Don't you remember? The last thing was she has a stalker.
Oh, that's the one we haven't figured out yet. So throughout the season, she has a stalker taking pictures of her, and we haven't figured out who that is.
Oh, I guess I just assumed it was Christina Ricci.
I guess not, though, because why would Christina Ricci take pictures of her from a distance when she's right there?
But it was in the Christina Ricci box. I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, so like, what is season 2 going to be about?
I'm assuming
Just
a
like another
stalker.
monster
No,
or a stalker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, for me, the the best that you could give me is a murder mystery with a monster. Like, unless there's
That's why we
death.
like Supernatural.
Exactly. Everybody
For
died.
12
All the
seasons,
boring
11
episodes, nobody
seasons.
died. So I don't know if there's like no deaths in this next season. Like I don't.
Gwendolyn Christie dies.
Right, but the next season, the mayor
Wednesday
dies.
almost dies.
Wednesday almost dies. That kid dies. Like the hikers
Just gotta start killing
die.
people off.
That's what I was like.
Roommate's got to die next season.
No,
Roommate's got to die.
no. That's why you have these ancillary characters that can die. But
you gotta kill off characters people like.
no,
And you can't kill off
I thought
Wednesday.
they were gonna kill the beat kid.
They almost killed the
that
beat
really
kid.
upset
Beat
me.
kid's got to die next season.
No, you introduce new characters that can die.
So going back to that game that I won't mention, there was one of the best characters is the one that dies when you find out that it's been the bad guy all along.
Man, we're just.
I'm not saying it out loud.
I hope you don't figure out what game
but
it is.
I watched an interview with the director, and the director of the first game and the second game are different. So the director of the first game told the director of the second game, the thing you have to do is kill off this character because this character is the family dog. So you have to kill him off because that's going to be the most impactful thing. No one, you can see 1 million people die in a movie, no one cares. But if you see a dog die in a movie, it's like a big deal, right? So which character, obviously not literally a dog, but this character was like the family dog in the game. So like what character in this show is so beloved?
Thing.
It's like a family dog. Well,
they almost killed Thing.
they almost killed Thing, but they
Yeah.
didn't. So it's like Thing or the roommate. She's literally a dog. So that goes, So like you got to kill the roommate.
I don't think so.
You can't kill Wednesday because they
Right,
get
but
changed
like
the name of the show.
also you don't need anybody to die that makes it super emotional.
Then why kill a character if it's not going to be emotional?
No,
then that to me is stupid. Stupid.
But I just need I don't need important characters to die.
I do. Otherwise, I don't care.
Right, but for what I'm saying is that I don't care about a mystery unless there's a murder. You know what I'm saying? Like they did a really great premise the first season, and a stalker is
It's a lesser crime, so you don't care as much.
correct. So I'm confused. Like, listen, the Netflix show You,
Who?
yeah, which
Toby, you didn't yes and me at all. You just brushed it off.
because I'm not.
You're not playing that game?
I'm sorry.
Who's on first?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you.
You out there was a great show because it was about a stalker that murders people.
So I'm assuming the stalker is going to start murdering people.
Right. So like that's where you'll get me back again.
Do you think they would ever kill off one of the main
No.
Addams family members?
No.
Like Pugsley dies, Wednesday goes Super Saiyan,
No.
fights the bad guy.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
So I think you need to kill off someone. Like that's what the stalker's got to do in the beginning of the season, is like kill someone she's close to, and that's why she needs to solve the mystery, and that's why we care.
Nah, she just likes being involved. She likes being in the middle of mysteries.
Let me write this show. Kill off the roommate early in the season. I know I love the roommate, which is why you have to kill her. Like
No.
first 2 episodes or first episode, like it's all about the roommate.
Okay.
She's the greatest. Like really make people love her.
Stop it.
And then bam.
Stop it.
Kill her.
You know what? He's on next week's
'Cause
episode.
then-
You're so annoying.
Because but am I wrong though?
You're so
Didn't
annoying.
it work with the show we're going to
No, it
review?
didn't work. It made me really mad.
Okay, well now I guess we can tell people the show we're going to review.
I guess so. We're done talking about Wednesday,
Yeah.
I guess.
But anyway, that's it.
Well, yeah, so the
But
show.
now we can't say the show we're going to review
Why not?
because we just spoiled the thing that's happening.
God damn it. We
Yeah.
made these people wait.
Sorry,
this whole episode.
you're going to have to wait a week. I mean, like, I'm sure it's pretty obvious because it's a show that just came out.
Yeah, it is a new show. We're going to review the first 2 episodes.
But now we can't tell anybody what happened. So go watch that new show.
Should we tell them on what channel?
No,
Streaming? They just have to guess.
just have to guess.
What new show
Figure
it
it
is?
out.
Okay.
Anyway, That's it.
Okay, sorry, that's
Read
my
the thing.
turn.
God, we spoil so much. But anyway, I liked Wednesday. It was pretty good. I'll watch season 2.
You don't have to keep
Put
talking.
Jenna Ortega in more things.
Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you for listening to For Better or Worse. If you like what you heard and want to know more, visit our website, www.buzz. Sorry, for better.
You don't have to. You're not racing anybody. Toby.
I'm
You just-
racing.
Okay.
I'm a race. I'm super fast. Visit our website for betterorworse.buzzsprout.com and subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever you use so you never miss an episode. Like and subscribe to our show on YouTube so you can see what we look like and watch our cat. She wasn't here today. She's laying on a
She's
blanket.
laying over there.
To tell us what you think, comment, leave a 5-star review in Apple Podcasts. It really, 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 really helps the show.
I told you to slow down, but you got quieter. That's not how that
I also
works.
slowed down.
You also slowed down, but you could, yes.
So join us next time when we review more movies and TV. Bye-bye.
Yep. And whatever that show is, which we almost spoiled. Okay,
So
bye.
sorry.